Even Trump would be shocked by the hidden Christmas ingredient that's secretly sending your blood sugar skyrocketing without you having a clue. This silent trigger hides inside traditional holiday recipes and behaves like a metabolic disruptor waiting to explode. It forces your body into a fat storage mode faster than any dessert you fear. And no one talks about it. Not doctors, not nutrition gurus, not the big health platforms. It looks harmless, almost comforting, yet it pushes your insulin to panic levels. If you've eaten it recently, you've probably already felt the effects without realizing it. What you're about to discover is more dangerous than any sugary candy cane. The shocking part is, this ingredient isn't inside the obvious treats. It's not in chocolate, cookies, or the typical Christmas desserts people blame every year. It's hidden in something most folks label as clean, safe, or even healthy, but metabolically, it behaves like pure gasoline thrown onto your insulin response. It triggers a spike so fast that your body shifts into emergency storage mode before you even finish your meal. That's why so many people gain weight even while cutting carbs. This pattern is so unexpected that celebrities whisper about it behind the scenes. And yes, this is the exact reason even Trump would be stunned by its true impact. This hidden ingredient acts like a secret trigger, turning innocent holiday dishes into metabolic disasters. It ramps up appetite, destabilizes insulin sensitivity, and creates that vicious hunger cycle people blame on lack of willpower. The most dangerous part is that you only feel the crash hours later, when your blood sugar plunges and your brain begs for more food. It's the perfect trap, invisible, silent, and overlooked by almost everyone. But today you're going to see exactly how it works and why avoiding it can change everything. Because continuing to consume it without knowing the truth is simply too dangerous. If you have type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or struggle with unstable blood sugar, you already know how a single holiday meal can completely throw your body off balance. Those sudden spikes that hit minutes after eating aren't random. They're your metabolism sending an emergency signal. And Christmas foods amplify these reactions 10 times faster than normal meals. The dizziness, the sudden fatigue, the heavy crash afterward, all of this becomes more intense during the holidays. You're not imagining it. Your body is genuinely overwhelmed. And no matter how hard you try, these swings feel impossible to control. The holiday food crash hits hardest for people whose metabolism is already fighting daily to maintain stable glucose. You eat what everyone else eats, yet your body reacts like it's under attack. Maybe you feel your heart pound right after a plate of Christmas dinner. Maybe the dizziness comes out of nowhere. Maybe the exhaustion hits so fast you have to sit down. Or maybe you feel that strange hunger spike right after eating, which makes no sense at all. These aren't personal weaknesses or failures. They're biochemical reactions. It's not your fault. Christmas foods combine ingredients that hit your bloodstream with brutal intensity, especially when your insulin response is already weakened. That's why you feel shaky, irritable, foggy, or suddenly drained right after the holiday meals everyone calls normal. Your energy disappears, your head gets heavy, and your body feels like it's crashing in slow motion. These reactions can last hours or even the entire day. And the worst part is, you've been conditioned to think it's your fault, your eating habits, or your lack of willpower. But the truth is simple and liberating. It's not your fault. During Christmas season, your body is left defenseless against this kind of holiday food. The combination of fats, hidden sugars, and fast-acting ingredients breaks through your natural metabolic barriers like a battering ram. You're exposed, vulnerable, and operating without your usual protection. This isn't about overeating, it's about your system losing its defense shield. And once that shield collapses, blood sugar spikes hit harder, last longer, and disrupt every part of your day. That's why it feels like your energy, clarity, and control vanish instantly. This idea of blood sugar defense is critical because your body is not failing. It's simply unprotected against foods specifically harmful for people with glucose instability. Think of it as walking into a storm without an umbrella. The weather doesn't get worse because of you. You just don't have the shield to handle it. And every holiday season repeats the same cycle: spikes, crashes, exhaustion, emotional frustration, and that sense of, why does this only happen to me? It happens because your defense system has been overwhelmed for years. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. The shocking discovery started almost by accident when a health professional began investigating why so many patients reported violent blood sugar swings, specifically during Christmas week. The numbers made no sense. People who were stable all year suddenly lost control in a matter of days. At first, it looked like normal holiday overeating, but something was off. The spikes were too sharp, too extreme, too sudden. It didn't match the usual patterns. And that's when the first clue appeared. A recurring ingredient showed up in every single case, hidden, overlooked, and dangerous. He began digging deeper, reviewing foods most people wouldn't even suspect: traditional dishes, comfort recipes, innocent snacks that had been served for generations. But the deeper he went, the more disturbing the pattern became. Every single blood sugar collapse pointed to the same culprit. It didn't matter the age, diet, or level of control. The reaction was identical. It was like this ingredient bypassed the body's defenses and detonated metabolic stability. The data was undeniable, and it raised a terrifying question: why was no one talking about this? The investigation became an obsession. He spent nights reviewing glucose charts, meal diaries, and metabolic responses from real people who had no idea what was happening inside their bodies. And the more he researched, the clearer it became. A single secret ingredient was responsible for destroying blood sugar control during Christmas. The more I looked into it, he said, the more I realized this wasn't a coincidence. It was a metabolic trap built into holiday food. And once he understood the mechanism, everything changed. But the most alarming part wasn't the ingredient itself, it was how silently it acted. You don't feel it when you eat. You don't notice it in the moment. It hits later, like a delayed metabolic explosion. That's why people blame tiredness, overeating, or stress instead of the real cause. It hides behind tradition, behind comfort, behind the nostalgia of Christmas meals. And that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. It slips past awareness, straight into your bloodstream, triggering chaos before you even understand what happened. When he finally connected all the dots, he called it the Christmas warning, a red alert no one has ever been told about. A silent risk baked into the holidays that hijacks blood sugar faster than anything else on the table. The discovery shocked him so much that he immediately started documenting the effects, collecting proof, and mapping out the impact on thousands of people. What he found next would redefine everything we assume about holiday food. And it all started with one overlooked ingredient hiding in plain sight. The moment you discover what's actually inside this Christmas dish, everything suddenly makes sense. Because the truth is, the most dangerous holiday threat isn't the dessert table, the chocolate, or even the stuffing. It's something far more deceptive. It's a food everyone eats without thinking twice. A food wrapped in tradition, flavor, nostalgia, but packed with biochemical landmines your blood sugar simply cannot handle. And once you understand how it works, you'll finally see why December becomes a metabolic nightmare for millions. What makes this secret holiday ingredient so dangerous is that it isn't just sugar. It's a combination of fast carbs, hidden sweeteners, and a fat-sugar fusion that turns your bloodstream into a roller coaster. This exact trio forces your blood sugar to spike higher, faster, and longer than almost anything you eat the rest of the year. It slips past your natural defenses because your body is distracted by the flavor and comfort. Meanwhile, your insulin skyrockets, your energy collapses, and your cravings intensify without you even realizing why. Most people look at this ingredient and think it's harmless, just a little treat, just part of the season. But the harsh truth is, this hidden ingredient behaves like a glycemic bomb the moment it touches your tongue. Your pancreas panics, your cells resist insulin, and your blood sugar shoots upward with the same intensity as if you'd eaten 3 desserts back to back. It's engineered by holiday tradition to look innocent, but metabolically, it's anything but. And here's where things get shocking. This single ingredient triggers more holiday blood sugar damage than cakes, pies, cookies, and even sweet drinks combined. It's the perfect storm. Fast absorption, zero fiber, sugar disguised under multiple names, and fat mixed in to slow digestion just enough to keep your blood sugar elevated for hours. You don't feel the spike immediately, but you feel the crash, the exhaustion, the irritability, the sudden hunger, the dizziness after Christmas meals. And that's why this hidden ingredient is the true diabetes trigger of the entire Christmas dinner, even for people who swear they eat just a small portion. It's not about the quantity, it's about the biochemical trap built into it. This is the enemy that blindsides your metabolism every single year. And now that you know, your mind is already preparing for the mechanism behind it, the part nobody ever explains, but that changes everything about how your body processes holiday food. When this Christmas ingredient enters your system, your body is hit with what experts call OCR, overload of rapid carbs. These are carbohydrates that break down almost instantly, faster than your cells can respond, faster than your metabolism can defend itself. In seconds, glucose surges into your bloodstream like a tidal wave, and your body, overwhelmed, scrambles to control the spike. But in the holiday environment, high stress, high sugar, high fat, those defenses fail, and the blood sugar roller coaster begins. Here's the simple visual: rapid carbs to blood sugar spike, to insulin flood, to resistance rises, to glucose trapped. It happens in this exact order, and it happens every time. Think of it like opening a fire hydrant and expecting a garden hose to handle the pressure. Your insulin has to work overtime, pushing harder, releasing more, fighting a battle it's not designed for. The higher the spike, the more your body overreacts, and the more exhausted it becomes in the process. This is why OCR is so destructive. It's not just one spike, it's the chain reaction that follows. The excess insulin confuses your metabolism, making your cells stop responding. That leads to glucose staying trapped in your bloodstream while your cells starve for energy. So you feel tired, foggy, hungry again, even right after eating. Your body goes from holiday enjoyment to metabolic emergency without you realizing the transition. And the metaphor couldn't be more accurate. OCR is like throwing gasoline on the fire of your blood sugar. Every bite fuels the flames higher. Every spike makes the next one worse. Every overload forces your pancreas to pump out more insulin than it can safely sustain. Over time, especially during the Christmas season, when these foods come one after another, your system becomes inflamed, stressed, and overwhelmed. And that's when symptoms explode. Because the reality is simple. Your pancreas was never built to handle this kind of repeated holiday food explosion. Not in this quantity, not in this speed, not in this combination of sugar, fat, and stress. That's why December becomes the perfect storm for metabolic chaos. And it's exactly why the next step is so important, because now that you understand the mechanism behind the damage, you're finally ready to see the solution that restores control. The truth is, there is a way to neutralize the metabolic damage caused by this Christmas food, even if you still eat everything you love during the holidays. And no, it's not about dieting, avoiding desserts, or pretending you're going to behave at the dinner table. This is something much deeper. Something that works inside your metabolism rather than restricting your lifestyle. It's a strategic approach that thousands are now using to stay in control even in the most dangerous season of the year. And here's where things get interesting. This method doesn't rely on willpower, discipline, or saying no to your favorite holiday food. In fact, it works best right before the meal. It's almost counterintuitive, because the moment you understand how it functions, everything suddenly makes sense. It's the missing link people with unstable blood sugar have been searching for, especially when the Christmas triggers start stacking up back to back. The real power of this approach is that it acts before the spike ever happens. Instead of fighting the blood sugar tsunami after it hits, this method creates a protective buffer, almost like a metabolic shield. It prepares your system, strengthens your response, and reduces the intensity of those rapid carb surges. So while everyone else crashes after the big meal, you stay in control, energized, and stable. Because the key is simple: you must protect yourself before the meal. Those who act early maintain control. Those who wait for the spike are already too late. When you create the right internal conditions ahead of time, your blood sugar behaves completely differently. The highs are lower, the lows are smoother, and the crashes barely exist. That's why experts now call this approach a pre-meal advantage. And the best part? You don't need to change your entire holiday routine. You don't need to fear Christmas dinners. You don't need to fight your cravings. There's a precise, science-driven method that prepares your body in minutes and puts you back in command of your blood sugar.
And now that you understand the threat and the timing, the next step is finally revealing what this method actually is. Now that you understand the Christmas threat and the metabolic chaos triggered by OCR, this is the moment to reveal the only solution designed to shield your blood sugar before the damage happens: Gluco Armor. This is not another generic supplement or a recycled holiday health tip. Gluco Armor was formulated with one purpose: to create a pre-meal defense system strong enough to withstand even the most dangerous holiday foods. And for people dealing with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or stubborn insulin resistance, that kind of protection isn't optional. It's essential. Gluco Armor works by supporting your body's natural ability to stabilize blood sugar before the spike ever begins. Instead of reacting after your glucose shoots into the danger zone, it sets the stage ahead of time, improving carb processing, supporting insulin response, and helping your system avoid those violent crashes. It's like putting on armor before entering the battlefield, instead of waiting to get hit and hoping you recover. That shift alone changes everything for your energy, clarity, and metabolic peace during the holidays. This formula was designed specifically for people who struggle with unstable blood sugar, diabetics, pre-diabetics, and anyone trapped in the cycle of post-meal exhaustion, dizziness, or cravings. If your system overreacts to carbs, if you feel wiped out after Christmas dinners, if your glucose meter becomes a roller coaster during December, Gluco Armor was built for you. Each dose is engineered to help your body handle what the season throws at you, without fear, guilt, or restriction. And the usage is simple. Take Gluco Armor right before your heavy meals, especially holiday dinners loaded with rapid carbs, sugar, and fat. That's when its pre-meal defense mechanism works at full power, giving your body the shield it desperately needs. People love it because it doesn't require changing your diet, avoiding family dishes, or sacrificing your favorite traditions. You simply prepare your system ahead of time and enjoy Christmas like a normal human again. If you want to get Gluco Armor, access is straightforward. The direct link is located in the first pinned comment. That's where you'll find everything you need: the details, the science, the usage instructions, and the exclusive holiday access. Because once you understand how dangerous holiday foods can be for blood sugar, leaving yourself unprotected stops being an option. And Gluco Armor is the protection your metabolism has been waiting for. Gluco Armor was engineered to do one thing exceptionally well: control the chaos before it starts. Holiday meals are loaded with rapid carbs, hidden sugars, and deadly fat-sugar combinations that overwhelm your metabolism. But when you take Gluco Armor before eating, it begins working instantly. preparing your system to absorb carbs more slowly, stabilizing your response, and reducing the intensity of the spike. It gives your body the support it's missing during the most dangerous season of the year. One of its key strengths is how it helps lower the magnitude of blood sugar peaks. Instead of hitting your system like a tidal wave, glucose enters more gradually, allowing your body to handle it without panic. Your insulin response becomes smoother, more efficient, and less aggressive. This means fewer crashes, less fatigue, and a much calmer metabolic curve. It doesn't matter if the meal is heavy, sugary, or filled with Christmas desserts, your body finally gets a fighting chance. Another major benefit is enhanced insulin sensitivity support. When your cells become more responsive, your body doesn't need to flood your system with insulin to control a spike. You avoid that dangerous cycle where more insulin leads to more resistance, which leads to even bigger spikes. Instead, GlucoArmor helps your metabolism stay efficient, responsive, and balanced even during back-to-back holiday gatherings. This alone is a breakthrough for anyone living with diabetes or pre-diabetes. And here's the part people love most. GlucoArmor slows down carb absorption, which is the #1 factor behind post-meal glucose explosions. By creating a metabolic buffer, it prevents that blood sugar fireworks show that normally happens 20 to 40 minutes after holiday food. The result is smoother energy, more mental clarity, and no more feeling like you're crashing on the couch after Christmas dinner. It stabilizes your body when you need it most. Because at the end of the day, GlucoArmor is exactly what the name describes, a metabolic armor. It protects you before the damage hits. And that leads to the real emotional payoff. Imagine going through Christmas dinner without fear. No anxiety about spikes, no guilt after eating, no feeling your blood sugar shooting through the roof. For the first time in years, you feel free, confident, finally in control of your body again. The moment GlucoArmor was released, the results started pouring in. Real people, real meals, real Christmas dinners, and the feedback has been shockingly consistent. Maria, 57, told us, "My blood sugar stayed stable for the first time in years, even after my holiday plate." She said she finally felt normal during Christmas again. No anxiety, no fear, no guessing games with her meter, just stability. And that's exactly what people with diabetes crave more than anything else. Then there's Jonathan, 62, who shared something powerful. "I was able to eat with my family without worrying." For him, Christmas had become a stressful time. Every bite felt like a risk, every dessert felt like danger. But with GlucoArmor, he finally joined the table without fear. He said the night felt different, like he got back a part of his life he didn't realize he'd been missing. That's what this product is all about, freedom. We also heard from Lucia, 48, who described her biggest change in 2 words, fewer spikes. She said that after Christmas Eve dinner, she waited for the usual crash, fatigue, dizziness, the classic glucose roller coaster, but it never came. Her numbers stayed far smoother than normal, and the post-meal chaos simply didn't happen. She called it the calmest holiday my body has had in years. And the pattern continues. People eating their traditional Christmas meals and experiencing stability instead of panic. People who normally feel wiped out after dinner suddenly feeling clear, steady, and energetic. People who used to fear family gatherings now joining the table with confidence. Over and over again, the same transformation repeats. More control, fewer spikes, and a better holiday experience. These stories matter because they prove one thing. The transformation isn't theoretical, it's happening. Real people are using GlucoArmor to take back control during the most dangerous food season of the year. And the results are not subtle, they're life-changing. If they can experience stable blood sugar, confidence, and freedom during Christmas, so can you. The next step is simple, and it's right in front of you. This is the part thousands have been waiting for, the official Christmas offer for GlucoArmor. Every December, blood sugar becomes harder to control, Meals become heavier and the need for support skyrockets. That's why we decided to unlock a special holiday discount available only during the Christmas season. It's designed to help people protect themselves when they need it most, right now. And this is your chance to secure it while it's still active. For this limited Christmas window, GlucoArmor is available with a temporary price reduction plus exclusive bonuses that won't be offered again. These bonuses were created to maximize your stability through the holidays, a guide for navigating holiday food safely, a rapid start pre-meal protocol, and a 7-day stability checklist to help you stay under control. All of it included only in the Christmas offer. Once this season ends, the bonuses disappear permanently. And here's the part you must understand. Our holiday stock is extremely limited. Every year, demand spikes around mid-December, and we always see the same thing: people trying to order after the inventory runs out. When GlucoArmor sells out, it takes weeks to restock, especially during the holidays. If you want protection during Christmas dinners, you can't wait. You need to secure your bottles while they're still available. The Christmas discount was structured for people who take action early. If you're seeing this right now, it means the offer is still open, but not for long. Each batch sells faster as Christmas gets closer. And because GlucoArmor is a pre-meal defense formula, most users buy multiple bottles to get through the holiday season. That alone puts massive pressure on the remaining units. So here's your moment. Tap the link in the first pinned comment to access the Christmas offer before it expires. You'll see the discount, the bonuses, the holiday bundles, and the remaining stock. This is the only time of the year you'll get GlucoArmor with this level of savings. If you want Christmas without fear, without spikes, guilt, or crashes, this is your chance to grab it. This is your moment to take control of your blood sugar before the most dangerous meals of the year hit. You've seen the mechanism, the hidden Christmas threat, the spikes, the stories, and the solution. Now the action is simple. Click the link in the first pinned comment and secure your GlucoArmor right now. Don't wait for the next spike. Don't wait for the next crash.